Okay, now we're just gonna add some onion, some pepper, and some cilantro into the bowl. Okay, we're gonna get a teaspoon of fresh garlic. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna add 4 avocados into the bowl. Just gonna get your spoon, go around like this, put it in the bowl. So now we're gonna smash down our avocados, and we're gonna mix everything up in the bowl nice and well. Okay, so we just finished mashing our avocados. We're gonna squeeze in 2 limes. There's one. Okay, so we got 2 limes, and then we're gonna add in 2 diced tomatoes. Okay, so we got our ingredients in there. Now we're just gonna add some salt. So we're gonna do one final stir, and then we're gonna let it chill before serving. All right, so we're gonna cut these tortillas into some tortilla strips. We're gonna bake them in the oven at 475. All right, so we got our baking sheet ready. We're gonna put some oil on there. And now we're gonna get some of our tortilla strips. Place them on there, nice and good. And we're gonna put some oil on top of them. What?
And bake them.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
All right, we've got our oven heated up at 475. We're gonna put in our tortilla strips. We're gonna let them bake for 6 to 8 minutes, and they'll be ready to go. All right, we got a pepper and we've got a white chopped onion, and we're gonna put it into a pan with a little bit of oil. Then we're gonna get another tablespoon of garlic. All right, now we're just gonna saute these vegetables in the oil until they're soft. All right, so we're gonna put in a teaspoon of cumin into our tortilla soup, 32 ounces of chicken broth, and 1 can of crushed tomatoes. Okay. All right, we got a can of black beans and a can of hominy beans, and we're gonna rinse them out. Shake them up nice good. There you go. All right, so now we're gonna add our beans into our tortilla soup. And we're gonna let that simmer for about 8 minutes. When we're done with that, when it's done simmering, we're gonna garnish with some queso fresco cheese. We're gonna top it off with some nice tortilla strips. Those are cooking right now. All right, so for our first entree, we're gonna make some tacos, and that means we're gonna need to brown up some hamburger. So we got a hot pan. We're just gonna start chopping this up and let it cook. All right, guys, now we're gonna wanna add some onions to our tacos. So we're gonna take half an onion, we're gonna chop it up. All right, so now we've got our onions chopped. We're just gonna dump them right on in with the hamburger. All right, so now we're gonna add some seasoning to make this taste nice. Our hamburger's nice and brown. Our onions are nice and translucent, so now we're gonna add in some nice good seasoning in there. To make sure that your seasoning mixes well, you want to add some water. We're just gonna pour some water in there. Now we're gonna mix that up. We're ready to eat. Alright guys, it's about done. We're gonna get some plates ready with some tortillas, and we're gonna eat them. Alright guys, so our meat is about done. We got some lettuce on the side, and I'm gonna go with some hard shell tacos today. We're just gonna piece it all together, put some cheese on there, and we're gonna call it good. All right, so this is the final product of our first entree. We got our 2 tacos here. We got some dip if we wanna. We got some cheese dip if we wanna dip some in there. And yeah, we got our lettuce. We got our browned beef, and we got some nice glazed onion in there, and we got some nice seasoning. So that's gonna be it for our first entree. All right, so we're gonna add 1 sliced white onion into the oil to the pan. Oh, missed a little bit there. We're gonna add 2 sliced bell peppers, and we're gonna saute them up. All right, so we're grilling some strips of chicken on the grill. They're nice and seasoned with some Mexican seasoning, and once they're done getting cooked, once they're done getting cooked, we're gonna add them up to the pan with our sautéed vegetables, and we're gonna have some nice fajitas. All right, so we're gonna add our chicken in with the rest of our vegetables, and we're gonna sprinkle some seasoning. And we're gonna stir it up and keep sauteing. Alright, for dessert, we're gonna make sopapillas, and in this bowl we have 1 3/4 cup flour, we have 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Alright, now I'm gonna start mixing in 2 tablespoons of butter with a fork. Mixed in 2/3 cup of water into our flour and mixture. Now I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna knead it for 2 minutes on a floured surface. Alright, so after kneading for 2 minutes, I'm going to roll out the dough till it is 1/4 inch thick. Alright, so now we're going to want to cut our dough that's 1/4 inch thick into triangle pieces, and then we're going to put it into hot oil that's 375 degrees. Okay, after 2 minutes, you're gonna flip them over so they cook evenly. Alright, so we've got our pastries here ready. I mixed some cinnamon and sugar in this bag. I'm gonna get a spoon. I'm gonna kind of shake it over our little delights here. Oh, shoot. Oh, it's okay if you get a little bit heavy in some spots. You want to be nice and generous with it. Then we're gonna drizzle some honey over top. Just a little, not too much. Oh shoot!
Oh boy, what'd you do?
It's shot.
Okay.
Oh Lord.